Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Do you know why you're here? No, it's not because I want to spend time with you. It's because I find you highly suspicious. Everyone seems to fawn over you to such an unhealthy degree, which leads me to believe that you are yokai. Please do not get offended when I say that. Do you understand anything about yokai? No, they are not all evil as you might assume. Yokai are neither good nor bad, but can both be bad and good. Does that make sense to you? I am unsure if I'm explaining myself well for someone in this realm to understand. Let's put it this way. Yokai fall underneath 4 separate categories. Does that surprise you? Well, the first category is Sacred Beast. Though, might I get a bit closer? Thank you. I do always appreciate the fact that you are so good at taking directions. It is quite helpful in this case. Let me just try and see if I can claim anything from you. Anything that might make me understand whether or not you're part of the Sacred Beasts. I don't think I see any energy coming off of you. No single bit of energy. Most disappointing. I don't believe you're one of the Sacred Beasts. It would have been nice to meet them in this realm or the next. Unfortunately, you are not one of them. Next category being monsters. Like I said, not all monsters and yokai are evil. Would you say Jeff the Land Shark is evil? Like I thought. Nor would I. He would be considered a monster yokai. What about Rocket Raccoon? Would you consider him a monster? Fascinating. I can understand that he is, quite bombastic, if I do say so myself, but I find him to be quite a reliable ally all the same. Though, it's possible that you might be a monster yokai yourself, though I do not sense any evil energy coming from you. Ah yes, the third type, which I'm pretty sure you are not, judging by the fact that I don't smell any death coming from you. The third type being ghost. You are living, correct? You wouldn't fall under, say, something like Blade, part vampire. No? Disappointing. I will say not all ghost yokai are evil. A good portion of them are. Their soul has been corrupted. They hold grudges, which allow them to come back as something most ghastly, quite negative. But again, I don't sense any evil energy coming from you. And the fourth type being object. I do believe you are human, or at least something pretending to be, which is not often seen in object yokai. They usually take the form as, like I said, an object. Would you mind if I just touched you momentarily? Just to be sure. Thank you for your consent. Yes, no, I believe you are of flesh. we can mark that one off as well. So that leaves us with Monster Yokai. Now I know last time you said you are not possessed, but that remains to be seen. Everyone else trusts you so easily, and I find that very suspicious. So needless to say, we will not be leaving this room until I am sure that you are safe. And to do that, I will find out what yokai you are. It's always better to trust the devil you do know than the devil you don't. Take those words to heart. I don't appreciate being lied to. I guess we'll see, shall we? Let me first ask you a few questions to narrow down our search. Thank you. I do expect your honesty, however. And as a reminder, I can read your surface level thoughts, so I will know if you are lying. Though I do not believe you will be doing that, seeing as you are very good at taking directions. And I thank you for that. Wait right there. Do not leave. Though, between you and I, you will not be able to until we come to a agreement. Be right back. Are you ready for my first question? Good. Now, tell me, do you have a fondness for forests, trees, shrines, and dark shaded spots? No? Do you dream of any forests? No. Interesting. Has anyone ever described you as something cute and cuddly? No? Interesting. And what about, a fondness for being a trickster? Do you enjoy playing tricks on other people? Being mischievous? Is that within your nature? No. Interesting. Let me show you a couple of objects and let's just see how you react to them, shall we? I have here a simple game of dice, which, if I understand, in almost every realm, is a popular tool for gambling. Do you feel the uncontrollable urge to play and place a bet? Do the dice give you a thrill? The thought of the unknown, the thought of winning a bet and stealing somebody else's hard-earned money, and betting with your own, which it turns out is just leaves and not real money. Thoughts? Nothing? Are you sure? From what I understand, this is one of the Tanuki's favorite pastimes. If this doesn't do the trick, perhaps the next item will. And how about this? Does this make you quite thirsty? Do you feel the uncontrollable urge to have a drink Oh, I do know Tanukis love alcohol. It's all yours if you just tell me the truth. No? That's highly unusual. I guess matching with the answers you gave me for your questionnaire, turns out you are not a Tanuki. They would never be able to resist such splendors, especially when given to them willingly, though they do love the game, playing hard to get. Well, yes, I understand you don't look like a raccoon. It's just, you understand Tanukis are very good at hiding, good at illusions. One can never be too careful. Well, after this is done and you prove not to be a mean-spirited yokai, yes, I still believe you are a yokai no matter what. Again, I find you highly suspicious. But just maybe, if you'd like, a drink on the house. I stole this from Emma Frost. I'm sure she wouldn't mind. Are you ready for my next question? Good. Tell me, do you dream of flight? Do you dream of birds? You have a fear of heights. Huh. Quite strange. Tell me, do you have a great sense of self? Do you find yourself superior to others? Some people might think you easily tricked. No. Do you enjoy laying eggs and living in nests? You sleep in a bed. A bed could be a type of nest. I'll leave that one as a question mark, okay? Do you have a extraordinarily large nose? Stretches a few feet out? Let me take a look. Not that I see. Your nose looks quite average. It's actually quite a pleasant nose. Huh. No, your nose is actually quite nice. Interesting. Are you sure you don't sprout feathers, wings from your back? Any claws? Do you have a fondness for wearing interesting shoes? Carrying staves? No. Though you are proficient with staves in battle. Another question mark. Maybe these items might clear some things up. Here, I have something very soft. Very, very soft. Let me show you. I just gently pat it along. Like I said, very soft. Does this make you want to take it and possibly use it to line your nest? It's very soft, quite durable. It would make nice lining for anyone's nest. No? Interesting. Are you sure you were not born from an egg? Everything so far points in No for being a Tengu. One more item if you'll allow it. This might change your mind. Here I have something very, very shiny. Quite brilliant. Jewels. Though they are fake. Tell me, do you want this to add to your collection? Many bird species, yokai, and real birds enjoy collecting shiny things. Is this something that you can't contain yourself and must have to add to your plethora of other shiny objects? It's here for the taking. Would you like it? It's all yours. All you have to tell me on whether or not you're a Tengu. Hard to resist, I know. Oh, does this not suit you? It's the only shiny object I can find at such short notice. Miss Emma Frost does not like it when I go into her clothes. I guess that's a no on the Tengu then. Are you sure? Most upsetting. I'm sure I know exactly who you are then. Wait right there. Now tell me, do you feel like you were a cat in your previous life? No. Do you have a fondness for finding things and getting into them, even though that's not where you're supposed to be? No. What about the unfortunate need to knock something over, something somebody else put down on a table? Do you feel the unnatural urge to just swipe at it, just swipe, and knock it and break something? No. You respect people's space. Interesting. Do you, feel like people would describe you as feline in any sort of matter? Appearance, agility, general mannerisms? No. Do you often find yourself hacking away and coughing up hairballs and leaving them in unsavory places? Maybe hoping that somebody would step in it. No. I'll be the judge of that. Wait right there. I have with me a glass of water. Just a simple glass of water. Unassuming, you might say. Something that I'm very much looking forward to drinking later. Though I don't find myself overly parched at the moment. So how would you feel if I just set it down and looked away for a moment? Is that tempting to you? Would you perhaps like to knock it over? I just placed it right here in front of you and turned away. You don't feel the urge to knock it over? Cause a mess and then pretend you didn't do it? Get scared and frightened by the noise and then blame me for it causing the noise even though you knocked it over? Not even slightly. That's definitely not what a Nekomata would do. Perhaps this next item might change your mind, Yokai. Oh, you are actually parched. Of course. Help yourself. Drink up. What about this? Simple ball of twine. It's more oval shaped, but I'm pretty sure it still gets the point across. Do you feel the unnatural urge to unravel it bit by bit? Can't help yourself, can you? You want to mess this up so badly. Play in it until you get completely tied up in it and I have to cut you out of it. Is that what you're thinking? I know, very tempting. You just can't help yourself, can you, Nekomata? Possibly use it to sharpen your claws. Or, I'm sorry, do you prefer furniture for that? Help yourself to the table in front of you. If you feel the urge. Or possibly, I don't know, make biscuits somewhere. Nice and relaxed and take a nap in a place that you unfortunately need to get to. And then you get mad if I move you. No. Could have sworn that's what you were. Everyone enjoys Nekomata yokai. Even the ones that are slightly unsightly. Who doesn't like cats? Well, if this isn't it, the next one certainly will be. Mark my words. I will get to the bottom of this. Now tell me, do you have a fondness for water? You enjoy water? Now tell me, do you enjoy playing games with others? Competition? You do? Do you often find yourself dreaming of the sea? Sometimes. If, for instance, I asked you before a race, would you feel compelled to run it and win? Not right now. You're feeling tired. But if I asked you for a race later, would you feel compelled to agree? Do you have a fondness for wearing interesting hats? Specifically, the bull variety. No. What about a hunger for cucumber? You enjoy cucumber. Interesting. Not looking good for you. You could have just told me. There's no reason to lie. Again, I believe not all yokai are evil. Still sticking to it. Not a yokai. Perhaps these next couple of items will enlighten us, so to speak. Wait right there. I have with me a bowl of water. Very simple. Now tell me, do you feel the unnatural urge to place it on top of your head? No? you sure? Tell me, do you feel more powerful with the pool of water near you or farther away? Do you gain more power closer to you or farther away? Do you feel a sense of any power changes? What if I placed it above your head? Anything? Do you feel anything? Not a single thing. No changes, are you sure? You know, that's very unlike Kappas. They gain strength from water, especially on when it's in bowls and on their head. Are you telling me you are not a Kappa? But all the signs pointed to yes. Was I wrong? Wait right there. Now this might change your mind. Try not to get too scared when you see it. I promise not to sprinkle any on you. Tell me, are you frightened? Do you have shivers of fear? Are you trembling in terror? You seem fine. Are you not frightened of ginger? Should I have brought iron instead? Or sesame? All Kappas fear ginger. Maybe if I opened it. Take a smell. Oh. Now you're hungry. That is the opposite of what a Kappa would say. I guess you are not a Kappa after all. Then what yokai are you? Why do people like you so? Why do they enjoy your company? Why do they seem to trust you and rely on you? If not for supernatural abilities. Oh. I guess being a kind person would make sense. Are you sure there's nothing else? I guess you passed and failed all my tests. I guess I'll let you off the hook this time. But mark my words, I'll remain watching you very, very closely. Well, I guess that means you can leave the room. Where are you planning on going? To get food. I also would like to partake in a meal with you. I am quite famished. Interrogation takes a lot out of someone. And like I said, I would like to remain close to you. To watch and see if you make any mistakes. Yokai. But if you would be agreeable, may I accompany you? Good. Now tell me, what would you like to partake in? Not cucumbers, I assume. Are you sure?